Ever felt that little flutter of panic? You're about to send or receive some crypto, maybe dive into a new DeFi project, or even just check your balance, and suddenly, blank. Where exactly is that crucial piece of information? That string of seemingly random characters and numbers that acts as your digital mailbox in the world of cryptocurrency? Today, we're tackling a question that many Newton users, both new and seasoned, might find themselves pondering. Can I find my Newton wallet address? Now, before we dive into the specifics of the Newton platform, let's take a step back and understand why this question is so important. Your wallet address, in essence, is your public key. Think of it like your email address, but for the blockchain. It's the identifier you share with others to receive cryptocurrency. Without it, sending you digital assets is simply impossible. But here's where things can get a little nuanced. Unlike a traditional bank account with a single, consistent account number, cryptocurrency wallets, including those within exchanges like Newton, often generate multiple addresses, especially for different cryptocurrencies. This is a security and privacy feature, and while it might seem a little confusing at first, it's actually designed to protect your assets. So, the short answer to our initial question is a resounding yes. You absolutely can find your Newton wallet address. However, the how and the which address you need depend on a few key factors, primarily which cryptocurrency you're looking to receive. Newton, as a cryptocurrency exchange platform, supports a variety of digital assets. Each of these assets operates on its own blockchain and therefore has its own unique address format. You wouldn't use a Bitcoin address to receive Ethereum, just like you wouldn't send an email to a physical street address. Therefore, the first crucial step in finding your Newton wallet address is to identify the specific cryptocurrency you need an address for. Are you expecting Bitcoin, BTC? Ethereum, ETH? Litecoin, LTC? Knowing this is paramount. Once you know the cryptocurrency, the process of locating its corresponding wallet address within the Newton app or web platform is generally straightforward. Let's walk through the typical steps you would take. Keep in mind that the exact interface might evolve slightly over time with updates to the Newton platform, but the core principles remain the same. Accessing your Newton wallet. The first thing you'll need to do is open your Newton app on your mobile device or log into the Newton web platform on your computer. Make sure you're logged into your own account. Navigating to the Fund or Deposit section. Once you're logged in, you'll typically need to navigate to a section related to funding your account or depositing cryptocurrency. Look for tabs or buttons labeled something like Fund, Deposit, Wallet, Assets, Balances. The exact wording might vary slightly, but the general idea is to find the area where you manage your cryptocurrency holdings within Newton. Selecting the specific cryptocurrency. Within the Fund or Deposit section, you should see a list of the cryptocurrencies supported by Newton. This is where knowing which cryptocurrency you need an address for becomes crucial. Scroll through the list and select the specific cryptocurrency you want to receive. For example, if you're expecting Bitcoin, tap or click on Bitcoin, BTC. Locating your deposit address. Once you've selected the cryptocurrency, you should see an option to deposit or receive. Tapping or clicking on this will typically reveal your unique wallet address for that specific cryptocurrency on the Newton platform. This address will usually be displayed as a string of alphanumeric characters. For example, a Bitcoin address might look something like BC1QXY2KGDYGJRSQ2N0YRF2493P8G0FJX0YIMV. An Ethereum address will have a different format, often starting with 0x, like 0x58019050B11UD5DDB995E988C E850541511DBF9. Important details to note. Along with your wallet address, you might also see some other important information displayed. Pay close attention to these details. Network. For some cryptocurrencies, like Ethereum, there might be different networks, e.g., Ethereum Mainnet, Arbitrum, Optimism. Always ensure that the sender is using the correct network when sending you cryptocurrency. Sending to the wrong network could result in the loss of your funds, and recovery might not be possible. Newton will usually clearly indicate the supported network for each deposit address. Memo/tag. For certain cryptocurrencies, such as XRP, Ripple, or Stellar, XLM, you might be required to provide a memo or tag along with the recipient address. This is a unique identifier that helps the exchange credit the deposit to your specific account. If a memo or tag is required, Newton will clearly display this information alongside the deposit address. Failing to include the correct memo or tag can lead to delays or even loss of your funds. Minimum deposit. Be aware that some exchanges, including Newton, might have a minimum deposit amount for certain cryptocurrencies. Depositing an amount below this minimum might result in the funds not being credited to your account. Check for any such warnings or information displayed on the deposit screen. Confirmation time. Cryptocurrency transactions need to be confirmed on the blockchain. The time it takes for a transaction to be confirmed can vary depending on the cryptocurrency and the network congestion. Newton will usually provide an estimated confirmation time. Be patient. Your funds will appear in your account once the required number of confirmations is reached. Where to find the address, visual guide. While the exact layout might change, here's a general idea of where you might find your wallet address within the Newton app. Home screen/portfolio. You might see a general overview of your assets. Look for a fund or plus button. Wallet/assets tab. Navigate to a dedicated section for your wallets or assets. Select cryptocurrency. Tap on the specific cryptocurrency you want to receive, e.g., Bitcoin. Deposit/receive button. Look for a button labeled deposit, receive, or something similar. Your address. Your unique wallet address for that cryptocurrency will be displayed, often with a QR code for easy scanning. Similarly, on the Newton web platform. Dashboard/balances. Log in and navigate to your dashboard or balances overview. Fund or deposit option. Look for a fund or deposit button or link. Choose cryptocurrency. Select the cryptocurrency you want to receive from the list. Show address or similar. Click on an option like Show Address, Generate Address, or simply the deposit interface will display it. Your address and QR code. Your wallet address will be displayed, often with a QR code that can be scanned by the sender. Important security considerations. When dealing with your wallet addresses, always prioritize security. Double-check the address. Before sharing your address or using it to receive funds, always double-check every single character to ensure accuracy. Even a small typo can lead to irreversible loss of funds. Verify with the sender. If you're expecting a large transaction, it's always a good practice to verbally or through a separate secure channel, not the one you're using for the transaction itself. Verify the first few and last few characters of your address with the sender. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.